If you also get stuck while speaking in English fluently, then this video is for you. Make sure to watch this video right till the very end, because in this video, I'm going to share with you some amazing tips and techniques which will help you to speak English fluently without being stuck while speaking in English. Now, without further delay, let's get into the video. Now, let's start with the tip number 1. So, when you are speaking, this is the most common fear, or this is the most common, you can say, doubt which people have, that I may do mistake or I may be wrong at this point of time. So I may make a mistake. Well, this is just waste of time. If you are learning a language, you must admit that of course you are going to make mistakes, and eventually you are going to learn from them, right? So just don't worry about making mistakes. This is the very important point. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just focus on learning and keep learning. Try to update yourself with new vocabularies, new idioms, and do as much as practice you can do. Okay, so the number 1 point is that don't worry about making mistakes. If you're making mistakes, however, you are unable to present your point correctly, it's okay. Try to find your mistakes, like where you were wrong or where are the mistakes that you made while explaining that particular thing, and correct them later. But just don't worry about it and don't feel demotivated. Okay, this is very common and very obvious that of course you are gonna make mistake if you are in the process of learning English. Now let's move to the next tip, which is really beneficial if you are learning English and you more often feel stuck while speaking, while explaining your ideas to people. Then you must have a speaking partner. You must have a language learning partner with whom you can practice every day. Well, this is the most important point. If you are learning English language, you must have a language learning partner with whom you can practice every day, and you can actually talk about your mistakes, talk about your doubts and all. And of course, if you don't have that particular language learning partner, you must have that you can say some kind of mentor or teacher who can motivate you, who can give you nice guidance that this is the right way to do that particular thing, so that you can explore your English learning journey and of course the English language. Now let's move to the next point, which is really crucial if you feel stuck or if you get stuck while speaking in English. This technique is really powerful because if you use this technique, it will give you amazing advantage. Now, when you are speaking, whether you are speaking with someone or you are speaking to yourself, you are doing a self-talk with a mirror, or you're just talking alone in your room, or you're having conversation with anyone, you must record that particular conversation. So later on you can just observe your mistakes, observe that which is that particular area you need to improve in, right? For example, your pronunciation is not good, however you are speaking well. But if you record that particular conversation, later on you can just watch it or listen it, and then you can just figure out your all mistakes, whether it is related to pronunciation or any particular vocabulary, and you can correct it, right? So just record yourself. All right, now let's move to the next point. So whenever you find English learning boring, you can enjoy English learning. You can just watch English movies or serials or whatever you like to watch in English, so that you can continue your learning, and of course you can also listen English music. If you are a fan of music, you like to listen music a lot, then you can listen English music. And of course there you can improve your English while enjoying music. So do the activity that you like and make sure to do that in English language, so that you can create that particular environment which is really important. And this is the next point, to have that environment, to have English environment, English language environment, which will help you to improve your English faster, to have that fluency label which you have always dreaming for. Okay, so just make sure to have that particular environment, and you can create that environment by changing your habits. If your habit is watching or listening music in your own mother tongue, or whatever the different activity you are doing or you have been doing in your own mother tongue, if you can convert that particular activity in English, of course that is going to give you amazing benefits, right? So just try to create that particular environment that will help you to improve your English faster.